What's going on, everybody? It's Pac, aka the Herald of Galacta, back with another Marvel Rivals What If video. And today we're doing What If Medusa was in Marvel Rivals. As always, if I use someone else's art, I have to give them a shout out. So today we are using @Shimmerine on Twitter/X. They made an amazing Medusa piece. I mean, just look at that. That is so good. And I feel like the Inhumans often get a bad rep amongst a lot of Marvel fans, but I think they have some pretty cool characters that, especially in Marvel Rivals, could be really cool. And I think Medusa as a Vanguard is an untapped possibility. So let's get into the kit. Alright, so starting out, 650 base HP, 6 meters per second base speed, and the main attributes of my kit for Medusa is damage reduction. My Medusa is going to be a Vanguard, difficulty 2 stars, nothing crazy with this kit, but definitely fun and cool. Okay, so like I did last time, I'm just going to read out the abilities and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So primary fire is Hair Slash. Medusa slash her hair horizontally back and forth, dealing damage to any enemy hit by it. Passive. When Medusa reaches critical health, her fire rate and damage increase by 15%. Ability number 1, Hair Barrier. Medusa spreads her hair behind her, blocking damage for 6 seconds and giving Medusa 20% damage reduction to herself. No cooldown, but has 700 HP. Frenzied Frills. Medusa's hair becomes frenzied, rapidly striking targets in front of her and knocking them back for 3 seconds. Medusa also receives 200 damage reduction while using this ability. 7-second cooldown. Last ability is Hair Savior. Medusa connects her hair to an ally, reducing damage taken by 20%. If the ally reaches critical health during the duration of the ability, they can choose to be pulled behind Medusa by double jumping. 2 charges, each on an 8-second cooldown. And then lastly, the ultimate ability. Medusa's hair connects to all teammates in her range. Any damage they would take is reduced by 50%. During the duration, she gains 500 temporary HP, and she activates her passive, even if she is not on low health. Okay, so now that we've gone over all the abilities, let me kind of explain how I see the kit working together. So the Hair Slash, back and forth horizontal slashes, dealing damage to enemies in front of them. It's kind of like Venom's, except for instead of being a pinpoint, it's more like Reinhardt's sort of swing, where it hits in an area as opposed to one spot. Similar range as well, not super far away, but not right up on them either. It's not necessarily like a punch melee, it's a little bit more than that. Pretty standard, nothing crazy. Where it gets good is with the passive. When she reaches critical health, her fire rate and damage increase by 15%. So that combined with her damage reduction and her other abilities will make her tanky, right? So she doesn't have any kind of health generation outside of her ultimate. But she also has her barrier. But here's the catch to her barrier. So the hair barrier spreads out behind her. So basically, it's like she has a shield on her back, and she can still take damage as well as the shield. But anybody behind her will be shielded from damage. I feel like it's a unique way for her to be able to have her shield up while also still being able to attack and truly frontlining. On top of that, when she has the shield up, she has a 20% damage reduction. So it's like it's somewhat selfish in a way too. It's not just used to defend teammates, but it can also be used to defend yourself. Now, it has a 700 HP health bar that, once shattered, has like a regeneration time, like standard shields, like Doctor Strange, essentially. And when it's back, you can use it freely. So I think the hair barrier is going to be a really good part of the kit, allowing you to shield and damage at the same time. The health of the shield might be a little bit too high, and we could reduce that if we needed to, but since it's not something that people can see through, and it's not something that it's there's still, Medusa is still damageable during that shield. I think it's fair to have a decent amount of health on it. And then the Frenzied Frills. So I kind of see this like when she can use, the cool thing about her is she can use all of her abilities at the same time. So if she has Hair Barrier up, she can also use Frenzied Frills. So Hair Barrier is up, people behind her, she has damage reduction, then use Frenzied Frills and walk forward, knock everybody back, and get another 20% damage reduction. So she can become really tanky, nearly 50% damage reduction just from the two abilities combined. And you'll have to just rotate those. You can decide whether you need to use them both at the same time for ultimate damage reduction, or cycle between the two to keep yourself fully having damage reduction at any time. And I thought the Hair Savior was really good because this is sort of where her defending allies part comes in outside of the shields and the knockback. Everybody kind of who played Overwatch knows that even to today, some people don't like it, but Lifeweaver's pull ability has been a little bit contentious. And I feel like having something that connects to the ally, giving them damage reduction, and then lets them decide if they want to be pulled by double jumping is much better, because you've done your job by connecting them and giving the damage reduction. It's up to them to decide if they want to activate that pull ability when they reach critical health, because sometimes even when you're on critical, you can snag your the KO that you're going for, and then it's not advantageous to be pulled behind because you want to maintain your ground, or you're about to get a health pack or anything like that. So giving that to the other player to decide, I think, is a better way to do it, and it gives something aside from just the pull. So I think it's a unique way to do it. Also, having 2 charges, it really can keep teammates behind you, especially if you put your shield up and you're like, oh, go behind me, put shield up, boom, they're saved, you know what I mean? So and then the ultimate, having a huge AoE of damage reduction to all of the teammates, and having extra HP is really, really important. So, but yeah, that's the kit. This one's a little bit shorter. Let me know what you guys think of this, and leave the comments and the likes and all of that stuff. And definitely subscribe if you've been checking out my videos, because that's really what helps me the most. And there will be tons more coming out. I'm just going to be pumping out these videos. I have a lot of fun doing this. I have a lot of fun talking with you guys in the comments. So let me know what you guys think about this one. And yeah, thanks for watching.